Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. You know what it is, the best daytime live show on YouTube. I gotta come to the ring, man.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard, ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me.
Cold.
Looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't.
Yeah.
That stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. And the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make a wish in me. I got these hoes in the fridge. They can't see no piece of me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than 40.
Yeah. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's get straight into it, man. Let's get straight into it. Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes. And I got a great live show for y'all today, man. I got a great live show. Y'all know what it is. We coming with a live reaction video. We going into the question of the day. We got the code language conversation. And of course, we got the story time. So we not wasting no time today. Before we get started, I need you to do something real quick. If you haven't already, tap the subscribe button, hit the like button, and then jump in the comments as we go along, whether you watching this on the replay or whether you watching it right now, so we can have a conversation, because we got to crack these codes, man. But today we're going to be heading over to Corey Holcomb's show for the live segment. And he's going to be talking about why it's so hard to find a good woman today. I haven't watched this full clip. I watched enough of it to know that I wanted to use it. So I'm going to give y'all an authentic reaction today, and we're going to chime in on the subject matter. Let's go.
She knew what she was doing.
She was a little girl with the little basic hair hat on.
Cold and just
the
like
eyelashes glued to the skin because the real hair gone from right there.
Yeah. And
that's what she was. And I was like, bitch, look, I left. It's witnesses. Corey they was like, damn, Corey just got here about 3 minutes ago. I left because it was too many loose, unattended
bitches.
Thank you. Too many loose, unattended, little. Same thing happened to Big Mike. Could have happened to me. What if I'd have pushed her from my umbrella? She'd have failed me like, Then it would have been a warrant out for Corey. You pushed the girl down.
Hey, this comedian
because
Marcus.
he didn't want to share his umbrella.
I think his name is Marcus. I don't remember it, but this is when I first started doing comedy. This nigga said this shit at the open mic. It stuck with me. He said,
what'd he say,
He
Craig?
said, this girl invited me to church. And I responded, bitch, are they fucking at the church?
Oh.
I'm about fucking. Are they fucking at the church?
Hey, but look, that is the mind.
Yes. Yeah. All that's going on at church. Moving on.
State when a stranger female is talking to you most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's scary that people have to hear that reality, but that's what it is. When you're talking to a woman you don't know, are they fucking at the church should be a card you pass out.
Oh, that's so
I'm
sweet.
Deacon Dickum. Are they fucking at the church?
Right.
Yeah, that's funny.
Damn it. We can sit out. I'll listen to a little scripture if you give me some pussy. I tolerate you momentarily for all you have to give.
That's some ill shit, man.
Because if you really, that's what else they got to give you? What else do they got to give, girl? Your thing is your value right now because of how you acted. Let me tell you something, man. Why do you think it's so hard?
Because she got body.
Why do you think it's so hard to find a good woman?
Oh,
I would
man.
love for anybody in here to answer that. Why do you think it's hard to find a good woman?
Man, I could give. Woo wee.
He said,
I would love to hear what D has to say about it.
me? I don't know about finding a woman.
Before they get into it, when y'all watch this, I definitely want to hear what y'all think. Why do y'all think it is hard to find a good woman? And do you think it's hard to find a good woman, first and foremost? So definitely chime in on this. I would love to read y'all feedback on this question and this topic in particular for sure.
It's Probably about the same as finding a decent dude, I guess.
I know what the
Times have
reason
changed.
is.
And all
Please
that.
tell me then, Craig,
I
because D
did-
copping out.
It's
Oh.
it's science, man. It's called decision making fatigue.
Oh shit, Craig got another good one here.
It's called
Decision making fatigue.
decision making fatigue is the actual thing. The brain is only capable of making so many good choices in a day. And human beings aren't supposed to be in societies with this many people and this many decisions in front of them. You know, on a daily, we probably make 500-600 decisions and we're not even aware of it. If we were in a different society, you know, we may have 2 women to choose from,
village or
2
whatever,
jobs
right.
to choose from, you know, 2 or 3 real problems that we have to solve on a daily. But us, we hop in our car, we in and out of traffic, we got to solve those problems. We got to find parking spaces. Then we got to figure out what we going to eat. Then we got to figure out what we going to wear. All these are decisions that cause decision-making fatigue. You know, at the turn of the century, most men had 1 pair of jeans, 1 suit, one one shit to go to the gym in or whatever. A closet would be 4-5 outfits.
Hey, listen, I really appreciate him taking this conversation a bit deeper in regards to breaking down how we've gone so far away from nature. Yeah, it's very unnatural. Like the internet is unnatural. The exposure to millions, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, you know, being spit out at you via the algorithm, via scrolling, via hyper scrolling, via addiction, the amount of different things that you just see visually, and the palette that you develop and preferences and all this different exotic stuff that we start to think about as reality, you know, and it's really just as simple as, you know, most people used to marry somebody in proximity, flat out, point blank and simple proximity. And that was about as deep as it got. Or you would meet somebody through somebody you already know, and you know it was kind of a natural thing. Now, you know, you have an influx of people saying, you know, or men are dangerous or men are scary. Well, people are meeting complete and total strangers. You know, it's not a friend of a friend anymore. And so, yeah, it can be dangerous. It can be scary. And you don't know nothing about him. And you don't know nobody that know him. And yeah, you know. So I respect the fact that he's, you know, speaking about how like decision-making fatigue could lead to a bunch of poor decisions, just like the perception of options that people keep going off of. And it makes so many people so anxious and so quick to run back to the streets out of their relationships and out of their marriages because of the perception of options or something being better. You know, there's better and I deserve better and I can find better and I can get better. You know, sometimes the grass is greener where you water it. Let's see where they go from here.
I like that.
But as soon as you go to your outfit, you probably got 500 pairs of shoes. I got another 200. It's decision making fatigue. Humans are destroying their lives and their quality of living because they're making too many decisions on a daily basis.
I heard that. I agree.
I hear
That
you.
sounds good.
Well,
And
let
the
me-
internet didn't help. That added to that chaos. So
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The reason it's hard to find a good woman is because a good woman is somewhere being a good woman. It's simply put like a good woman is somewhere being a good woman. That's why you don't see them in the club half naked, sweated out in the summertime. That's why you don't see them on a podcast or on TV somewhere talking about, let me tell you something. Oh, yeah. That ain't no good woman. That woman for the streets.
I agree.
When you run across a good woman, it was luck. You happened to stumble across a good woman. You better try to get her and keep her. It ain't that many of them.
Come on. I know we from the same place. Don't I tell y'all this all the time? Come on, chat. Don't I tell y'all this all the time? You get you one, you better chill. I don't care what you thought it was going to be, what type of summer, whatever, man, you better chill. It's time to sit down when you really got one. Not one that you want to be one that's one. When you run into one of those, I'm trying to talk to you. Man, chill. Stop what you're doing. You feel me? In regards to that shit, and chill. Sit down. Relax. Weather them little storms. It ain't that deep. Don't fuck that up. Because there is some women, like, you know how they say, oh, women are the prize, women are the prize. Most of the time, women preference themselves out of being the prize. You know, their criteria of the man that they want is so specific that there's only 3 of them in existence. So, yeah, If you get one and you tell him, yeah, I could find another you lying. They preference themselves out of being a prize. Men, on the other hand, what we need out of a woman and what we want out of a woman is so damn simple that it can be offered by a ton of women as long as they so choose to offer it, which is a little bit of compliance, some agreeability, being kind and nice and gentle and shit, you know, a warm meal and a warm body. You know what I'm saying? If they can keep up with that, you know, consistently, they'll have a husband. You know what I mean? And is it easier to find another one of those versus like a 6'2" millionaire with a 9-inch, you know what? And yeah, our preferences aren't that crazy. So yeah, if when a man says I can get another you, I mean, you know, unless you're rare, he probably right. You know what I mean? So yeah, the shit that we talking about has become a bit of a unicorn. You know, it has, like a woman, and modest about it too. Oh my God. It's so few of them. It's so few of them, bro. Modest too. Not doing too much. Not bragging, not even just existing in it. Just being it. Being, we talk about the single ones, because some of them are already wifed, right? Because we grab those up. Those are the Jordans y'all stand in line for. Those are the Jordans y'all pay 10x for on resale. Them good women, them mics that y'all paying 20x for on resale. The pair, the one of 10. Matter of fact, the prototype that happened to be your shoe size. That's what a good woman is these days. That shit rare as a needle in a haystack. That's why I tell you. And Corey not lying when he said you just come across them. It ain't no, listen. I think the worst thing for a man to have to live with, one, I'm not gonna say the worst thing, that's kind of dramatic. I think one of the worst things for a man to have to live with is if he came across an amazing woman in poor timing, and he gotta live with the fact that he genuinely was the one that fucked that up. That's damn near harder to live with than losing somebody close to you. Because you might not see another one. I could get on here and try to build my audience a certain way and pander to the female crowd and make it sound like the majority of women are so great and they're so good and we as men are tripping and we just need to get on our A game and women haven't become something that's less than desirable for marriage. I could sit up here and pander and say that. I could say all the right things. I know the whole script. There's plenty of people, you know, profiting off of that lane. There's some bread over there. I could easily do that. But the truth is, wives, a wife that a man will be proud of. Not a wife that a man accepted a whole bunch of shit about the past and just was like, you know, fuck all that, you with me now. No. A woman who don't even have that past. You feel me? He got him something real close to virtuous for today's time. You know what I'm saying? When you get you one of those, man, you walk in every room and get respected different. You walk in every room as a man. When you got one of those, you walk in every room as a man and get respected different. That's a fact. Not one that know how to act and cosplay when y'all get outside. One that really like that. She really like that. She really don't talk back when you tell her it's time to the conversation over. She really don't. Not the one that act nice, act good outside. Not that one. The one that's on that. No, I'm trying to be a model wife. Dead ass. You know? So why are they hard to find? Because they rare. Point blank and simple. I'm gonna let Corey finish his diatribe and then we're gonna move on. Let's go. Oh, I'm going crazy. He don't need full screen now, Corey. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Most of them have a history of washing up in strange people places. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. it ain't easy to find a good woman because they not over there where you thought they was. You're not finna go to, goddamn it. Let me give an example of what you might think. Do you think is any good women at the strip club?
Okay.
I'm just asking. Do you think there's any good women? I'm talking about whether they're a waitress, whether they're a manager.
He knew what she was doing.
My bad, Chad. I was on mute. They cut that clip too short. I would have loved to see the rest of that point that he was making. They cut that too short. But yeah, I mean, that's that on that. I think I agree with Corey, and I agree with the other brother. I forget his name, but I agree with him as well in regards to, you know, the appearance of the appearance or the perception of all the options and the decision making that people have to make, and the lack of a proper vetting process due to the amount of broken homes. Like, you factor all these things in, you have an amalgamation of reasons why good women are very, very hard to find. But I know as men, listen to me when I tell you, forget what women talking about. Because if you ask 100 women, find 100 American women, put them in a room and say, raise your hand if you're a good ass woman. 90% of them gonna raise their hand. So they don't even know. They just taught to believe, you know, everything good about them, even when they a piece of shit. And then they keep people around them who champion the shit. Tell me when I start the lying. So that's an issue. You're not really gonna be able to distinguish. You're not really gonna be able to distinguish a good woman by asking women. You feel me? It's up to us what we consider to be a good woman. And a lot of women today, because of the liberation that they feel they deserve, all right, kudos to y'all. Y'all got y'all liberation. Now go out here and make choices that y'all fought to be able to make. Go ahead. And with their decision making, a lot of them are disqualifying themselves from being considered good women by men. And then instead of facing that head on and saying, you know what, let me taper back my decision making, because I know that one day I am going to want to sit down somewhere, and I still need to be considerable. You feel me? I need to be in consideration by men. What men think about women matter to women who want to end up with a man. I hope that makes sense. Let me say it one more time. What men think about women matters to women who want to end up with a man. The women who be like, I don't do nothing for a man. I don't care nothing about a man. Why should I care about what a man think? Okay, if you don't want to end up with one of us, you don't have to consider nothing about us. You don't have to consider what we think, how we feel, how we move, nothing. All you need to do is just watch your six and stay safe from the ones out here that are predatory. Other than that, you right. If you don't desire to end up with one of us, but if you desire to be a wife one day, if that's on your list, you feel me? Then what we think matters. So you should take heed to what we're saying. You should understand us through and through, in and out, regardless of the things that you agree or disagree with when you first hear it. You still need to gain understanding. It's shit about y'all we agree and disagree with, but we still got an understanding of it because we know we want to deal with one of y'all long term. So we got to have an understanding of it. You feel me? So I just think that, I think that the desire to be what a man considers a good woman is not in right now. The shit not trendy right now. You feel me? That's not what's going on. Liberation and half nakedness and all of that. That's what's in. That's what's trendy. You could do what you want, girl. It don't matter. You could be a little sexy. So who said sexy and half naked was synonymous? I think it's sexy when a woman out in public covered up and I think she fine. That's sexy. What's under there? Because you already just the face card is crazy. What's under there? That shit baggy? What you got going on? Okay. All right. Shit. All right, man. That's it for the live reaction video, man. Let's move on. All right, we moving into the question of the day. I like this question. Question of the day. Does being a universally attractive man beat being a rich, unattractive man in the open dating market? Let's go. All right, let's go through that again. Does being a universally attractive man beat being a rich, unattractive man in the open dating market? So many ways to answer this one. I'll say that being a universally attractive man breeds you more options no matter what you want. Being a rich, unattractive man only breeds you certain types of options. I'll tell you why. I tell y'all this all the time. I'm gonna reiterate it today. Does being a universally attractive man, it doesn't matter if you're rich yet. I think what comes into play when you're universally attractive is what type of man you're becoming or that you are. But being attractive is something that, we don't necessarily we don't all have control over being attractive. You got people who are unattractive because they just don't know certain things about, how they could groom themselves or do this or do that to make themselves more attractive. And then you have some people that are just universally unattractive. They could put the best cologne on, have the best barber. They hard to look at. You know what I mean? They got a face for a foot commercial. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is. If you dealt that hand of cards, then yeah, you probably do want to get rich if you want to have some success out here because, rich is oftentimes handsome. Rich is handsome. Your face could be balled up, but if you got some bread, somebody close their eyes and make it work. You know what I mean? So, but if I had to choose this, I would say, yeah, being universally attractive give you more avenues to explore because being attractive is one of them things like I didn't choose to be 6'2". I didn't choose to, be able to grow a full beard. I didn't choose to have, when I cut these, my hair curly. Like I didn't choose to, all this handsome. It was handcrafted by the Lord and my parents, handcrafted. I didn't choose this. I just blessed with it. So it's one of them things where it's like, I have that and I can go get the bread. Whereas you might be rich and ugly and you can't really do nothing about the ugly. So give me attractive. Because whatever I'm on, I already got the being universally attractive. I'm on every VIP list. When I walk in a room with 100 women, you know what I mean? If I'm a universally attractive man, I walk in a room and there's 100 women in there, it's up to me what I want to do. I'm on every list. Because one thing about being a universally attractive man, women will make all type of exceptions for you. You could make sure you check off the attractive box and you could have any career path in the world. And you're going to get some grace at least for a little while. Just off having it together. Y'all let me know if I'm lying, ladies. When y'all hear this, let me know if I'm lying. And I ain't just talking about being like, all right, looking. I'm talking about, no, you walk in a room full of women and most of the women in there think you fine as hell. When you one of them dudes, you know what I'm saying? You getting grace. It don't matter. At the moment, you could be a manager at Burger King at the moment when they meet you. And she could be a VP somewhere. And you gonna get some grace. She gonna put that silent shot clock on you. Believe that. She gonna put the silent shot clock on you. But you gonna get in there. And when I say in there, I'm talking about all the way in there. Yeah. Because it's something that she needs from you when she first saw you anyway. Her pelvis did that little thing. I be telling y'all, if you one of them dudes, when they see you, they pelvis do that little thing, you gonna get some grace and some mercy that money can't buy. I'm trying to tell you, man. And here go the thing about being rich and unattractive. A lot of times they'll mess with you for the amenities that come with you. But I'm telling you, G, y'all will be sick if y'all knew who some of these millionaires, women cheat on them with. When I tell you it be Joe Schmo, it be Joe Schmo. And it's normally somebody that's doing some service. See, the milkman thing and the mailman thing and all of that never was a thing for no reason. It's normally somebody that's doing service. She cheating on you with the milkman, the mailman, the mechanic, somebody doing some service, the pool guy. All these things are not, for no reason. Yeah. They don't say these things just because they never happen. It be Joe Schmo. But guess what? He does physical labor for work. The garbage man might whack your joint. Yeah, he do physical labor for a living. Brother go to the gym when he get off his 10-hour shift. Got a physique. No, his bread ain't up like yours. But you're about 5'6" and ugly. And this dude 6'4", shoulders broad, and he sprayed the shit with the pheromones on. And every time she see him, she say hi to him a little extra long and soft. Hey, yeah, yep. He be the one. He be the one knocking the millionaire chick down. And then when the millionaire catch her, he be like, with him? Yeah. He checking that one box you couldn't check. Give me universally attractive for 5,000, Alex. Give me universally attractive for 5,000, Alex. I'm gonna get a new chair one day, y'all. I know y'all like the chair creaking in the back. This should be creaking in my songs too. But that let y'all know I be sitting here working when you done wore the chair out. Yup. It's time though, for sure. But yeah, man, give me universally attractive for 5,000, Alex. I think that beats being rich and unattractive. Y'all let me know if y'all think something different. Break it down for me in the comments. Let's have the conversation about this one. I think this is a healthy debate if somebody's on the other side of the line. But I'm thinking being a universally attractive man beats being a rich, unattractive man in today's open dating market all day long. All day long. I think being a rich, unattractive man gets you used. And I think the money and resources and time and energy that you put out to acquire the same woman that the attractive man would be able to acquire, you're not even going to get the same return on investment that he get. You're not even going you spending and they around you for the amenities that you got offer, they are spend on him. The universally attractive man, it work in reverse for him. While you spending on her, she'll spend on him because he look good. You see what I'm saying? Give me universally attractive for 5,000. Yep, that's my final thoughts on the question of the day. Let's move on, man. Going into the story time. The story time. There's a woman on TikTok asking for advice. I didn't watch the whole thing. She started off by saying, I need y'all advice, and that was enough for me. I said, okay, well, we're going to listen to it live. I'm going to give an authentic reaction, and we're going to provide this sister with some advice, y'all. I'm more than happy to help. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here. Let's go.
Right now, and I kind of need advice on what to do next. So help me out. So I'm 28 years old. I live with my 32-year-old girlfriend. I have a 32-year-old baby daddy and an 8-year-old son. So my baby daddy texted me and he was like, I just bought Taylor some clothes. Like I'm about to bring
Hold
them
on,
up
y'all.
there.
I gotta hear that one more time. That was a lot right there, real fast. Hold on.
Okay, story time, except this is happening right now, and I kind of need advice on what to do next. So help me out. So I'm 28 years old. I live with my 32-year-old girlfriend.
Okay. She's 28 years old. She lived with her. I thought I heard that right. See, I had to hear it again. She's 28 years old. She lived with her 32-year-old girlfriend. Now, what type of girlfriend she talking about? We'll find out in a second. I just wanted to make sure we get all this.
I have a 32-year-old baby daddy and an 8-year-old son.
She has a 32-year-old baby father and an 8-year-old son. She's 28. She lived with her 32-year-old girlfriend. She got a 32-year-old baby daddy and an 8-year-old son. Let's roll.
So my baby daddy texted me and he was like, I just bought Taylor some clothes. Like I'm about to bring them up there. Mind you, it's like a random ass fucking Thursday. So boom, I already knew he was buying him clothes. He told me last week that he was taking him shopping. This week they on spring break. He couldn't get him, unfortunately, because he has to work. So I have him with me, and he's supposed to pick him up Saturday. He blase, like he get him every weekend type shit. So he's like, oh, I'm coming today, like Thursday. I'm coming right now. Like I'm bringing this stuff. And I'm like, why don't you just wait till Saturday when you pick him up? And he like, no, I'm bringing it right now. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like I'm not gonna argue with you. Bring it right now. Whatever. My girlfriend's at work. I text her. I say, hey, my baby daddy about to bring these clothes up here for Taylor. I told him to just bring them Saturday or whatever. And he told me, like, he's just going to come today and bring them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I just let her know because this is her house. And I was trying to be, like, respectful or whatever, right? Okay, so she texts me back and she like, what the fuck? Like, no, he can wait till Saturday. He can't insist on nothing. It's not his house. He's not pulling up nowhere. Like, just going off. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. So I'm like, okay, like, he already on the way. She like, whatever. She's just yelling like she mad as fuck. She hang up the phone. Okay, cool. Call me back. She say, "Is he there yet?" And I'm like, "No, he's not here yet." And she like, "I'm about to come home." Hang up the phone. Like, mind you, she's hanging up in my face. Like, she's saying what she has to say, and she's hanging the fuck up. Like, she's not letting me like talk or nothing. She hanging up. She don't give a fuck. She not listening. So cool. So she comes home. She pulls up. She like, what she say? She was like, "That's weird. Whatever. He can't insist on shit. Da 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 da." I handed her my phone over to see the messages because there's literally nothing going on, and you can read.
All right, Chad, I got a little bit lost, man. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Let's go.
Like, I'm bringing this stuff, and I'm like, "Why don't you just wait till Saturday when you pick him up?" And he like, "No, I'm bringing it right now." And I'm just like, "Okay, whatever. Like, I'm not finna argue with you. Bring it right now. Whatever, whatever." My girlfriend's at work. I text her. I say, "Hey, my baby daddy about to bring these clothes up here for Taylor. I told him to just bring them Saturday or whatever." And he told me like he's just gonna come today and bring them. And I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Like, I just let her know because this is her house, and I was trying to be like respectful or whatever, right? Okay, so she texts me back and she like, "What the fuck? Like, no, he can wait till Saturday. He can't insist on nothing. It's not his house. He not pulling."
What's going on, Chad?
So I was dating a man.
What's
Okay,
going
story
on,
time is up.
Chad?
This is happening right. Oh, he's not here yet, and she like, "I'm about to come home." Hang up the phone. Like, mind you, she's hanging up in my face. Like, she's saying what she has to say, and she's hanging the fuck up. Like, she's not letting me like talk or nothing. She hanging up. She don't give a fuck. She not listening. So cool. So she comes home. She pulls up. She like, what she say? She was like, "That's weird. Whatever. He can't insist on shit. Da 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 da." I handed her my phone over to see the messages because there's literally nothing going on, and you can read it. Like, he just said he coming, whatever, whatever. He don't want to see his son looking crazy at school because he be dressing himself, and I let him dress himself, and he's very creative. So anyway, so she like, she gets mad about the messages. I guess she like, "Well, I understand what he's saying about the school stuff, but like, she just hold on. Okay, so she gets mad. She's like, he can't pull up here, whatever. Like, you should have put your foot down and told him to turn the fuck around. She leaves out the door, slams it. I get up, like, I'm walking out the door behind her. Mind you, she's in her car pulling off. She don't give a damn. Like, she's gone. I'm like, "Oh my fucking God." So cool, whatever. She leaves. I call her. She don't answer the phone. Whatever. So mind you, next thing, it's funny because why the fuck is you acting like this? Okay, so anyway, next she's like, she gone. She called me back. She like, um, "You don't have no boundaries. Like, you need to start putting your foot down. Whatever." I'm like, "Bro, he's just bringing him clothes." Anyway, so he pulls up. He gives Taylor his clothes. Mind you, he's here for like 2.2 seconds. I'm like, "Damn, that's all you came for real? Like, you could take him to get some sushi because we was talking about sushi yesterday." He was like, "You could take him to get some sushi so y'all could like spend some time together." He like, "I don't know where it's at." Mind you, I'm recording this because I know she gonna say something, so I sent it to her. Okay, so they leave to go get sushi. So she my baby daddy called me and he like, mind you, they had left. So he calls and he like, I don't he like, "Where's the sushi place at?" Like, "I don't know where it's at." And I'm like, "Taylor know where it's at," or whatever like that. And he like, "No, he don't know." And then he's like, "And furthermore, I'm not in y'all bullshit. I don't know what y'all have going on." So he's yelling at like, what the mind you, she texted his phone. So he's yelling like, she texts me trying to check me, butter. I don't have time for it, whatever. I'm like, "What the fuck?" Whatever. So I called, not a baby mama. I called my girlfriend and I'm like, "What the fuck did you say?" And she like, "I just told him like he didn't need to come. He could have waited till Saturday. Da, 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 da." I'm like, "Okay, girl, because you doing all of this. Now you got this man beefed up. You beefed up. Everybody mad at me, calling me, yelling. And what the fuck? I didn't even do nothing. I gotta go to work. I'm trying to sleep. I gotta go to work at 4. Mind you, it's 12:58 right now. This shit just happened. I have to go to work tonight. I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm gonna be tired as hell at work. And y'all just like, what is the beef? Like, was I in the wrong for telling him that? I didn't even say nothing. He just was like, "I'm coming." Like, am I who? Okay, story time, except this is happening right.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Somebody feels the need to blow my fucking phone up, and they know I'm streaming. So I don't know what the hell going on. But this woman needs to just let them people feel how they gonna feel or go through what they going through. Um, it seems childish. It seems, overblown. I don't know if her girlfriend and him have something going on. I don't know what would cause such a gross overreaction to a simple situation. Like and I still can't really grasp what type of girlfriend she's talking about. So it's hard to really provide advice on that one. It just seemed very childish. And then she's letting it, like, if I got two people that know each other by way of me and they having a foolish beef, y'all got it, champ. You know what I'm saying? Y'all work that out or don't. You know what I mean? And then why do they, have each other's numbers? I don't know what that is either. So maybe that was her girlfriend, not like her home girl. That was a tough one, man. But we're gonna move on off of this story time. I had a code language for today, but I think I'm gonna pass on the code language today because I need to handle some other things, and I still got to do my sports live. Did y'all have any questions for me, chat Q&A? I see a few people in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Even if y'all just passing through, hit the like button. Make sure y'all share me around. No puffy. You know what I mean? Share the page around. We got to crack these codes. But if y'all don't have no chat Q&A, man, I'm going to wrap this one up early. I got to handle a few things. All right, y'all. It's the codes, man. Stick to the code.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow. They don't